Yeah, most definitely. I see Lanski, big announcement. I'm retired. I said this like a million times and things of that nature. I had to hang up the jersey, I had to give it 6 consistent summers, 5 years. We talking 5 years straight, no breaks, no hiatus, none of that, I'm about to venture into the new, stage of my career. We're about to get into this dialogue with the YouTube. Things of that nature, being that I spearhead greatness, a whole lot of greatness at the time of my final album, Born for Greatness for Rap Nation. Go get that out right now. That's on all platforms. That's a classic. I decided after that, time to, hang up the jersey and, venture off into this new stage of my career. So, musically, I feel like I did it all to the point of no return. So, now we're going to return back to the C. Lanski show, the C. Lanski podcast, a whole lot of topics, I'm going to bring that to this channel. Just for a while, you never know. A rapper might step on my toes and I might have to come back in the game. You never know. But for now, I'm going to just TP, be on this podcast, C. Lanski show, C. Lanski network type of talent, if Joe Biden could do it, I'm going to just show them a type of time. I'm just take it as one of those. This ain't no quit. The catalog's still on all platforms. A lot of rappers, they just quit. No platform, no catalog, none of that. The 16th chapel can't be painted any further, so, just let the music breathe, y'all. It's all about showing my greatness, I'm more than just the typical rapper and all that. A lot of rappers had to, they had to hang it up and start playing with keys and pianos, things of that nature. Yeah, but stay tuned for the next vid. Ill topic up next. C. Lanski, it's the C. Lanski show. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. C. Lanski. Now that I'm in retirement, I'm gonna start my little couple type of vids and stuff like that. So, we're gonna start it off with top 5 favorite rappers of all time. Number 1, we got NAS, Illmatic. Shout out to Nas, my number 1 favorite rapper. Over the years, the list varied, but Illmatic, that's the biblical Bible right there. So I had to, number 1 to RP Big L, Punchline King, just lines that it's out of pocket, off the goaded. Yeah, number 3, RP the Pac, sipping on some Hennessy. Enemies, yeah, Easy work ethic definitely inspired me for sure when I was in the rap game, But work ethic made me want to reconsider retirement. I gotta get back to it, maybe. Number 4, who that gotta be, one of the legends, Wayne show, as far as I witnessed. I don't think no other rapper was in a bag like that. Growing up, that definitely made me want to be the best rapper. That's what really challenged me. I gotta get on that, type of talent, I was 3, Carter 3, really historical. 5, G, Notorious Big, 2 albums, 2 magnum opuses back to back, Elijah, ultimate lyricist. That's the top 5 list though right there. I got 5 more artists, I'm gonna say that for the next vid though. Tune to C. Lanski. Yeah, most definitely C. Lanski. Breaking news. So unfortunately, I got a report that, RP to James Evans from Good Times. This is crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm trying to get monetized, so I don't wanna say the famous Florida Evans word. But yeah, if y'all know about Good Times, y'all know about that word, this is crazy, This is ill, cause I grew up on, that ain't my era, when Good Times came out in the 70s, That's my OGs ever, but I grew up when TV was still TV, so back then, you still could catch up on the old shows, Brady Bunch, Good Times, Different Strokes, things like that. So this is ill, definitely here for the black community, one of the best shows ever, JJ Michael, stuff like that. This is ill, He also started a classic flicks like, Coming to America, also repeated. James Earl Jones, who also passed away recently, too. And then, he was in a historical, cultural changing movie roots with LeVar Burton and stuff like that. So, it's definitely crazy, it's wild. So far, ups and downs like a Snoop Dogg song, you know what I mean? It's definitely real, Our condolences, definitely paid a lot of, way, even though I'm a retired musician, he paid the way for people of my color, definitely, be accepted in today's society, with movies like, Roads Opening, the world to what really went on in my ancestors and things of that nature, but we ain't even gonna get into that right now. If Lanski Network. Yeah, most definitely in my head. Yeah, most definitely. You see, Lanski, the best rapper alive, but retired, I'm just chilling right now, I'm a YouTuber right now, so, I'm bringing topics, stuff in the media, stuff like that, like I said before, Joe Biden I could do it respectfully, though, so, it's a lot going on, only thing that they really talking about is, Diddy and Kendrick Lamar and Drake, I ain't saying I'm tired of hearing about it. That's all I've been hearing respectfully, It's a lot going on, bro. What y'all think? Should we still bump off music or it's quiet for all that? I'm from the streets, where I'm from, actually, to proving guilty and stuff like that. But, it's a lot of nasty work. I ain't getting into that, I'm just a rapper / media personality, stuff like that. I live that for the blog pages, I'm still outside, never in. See, I'm a spin. But, that's a lot of classics, that's like downfall for Empire type thing, like the show Empire. But they took down Lucius, Life. I'm just reflecting on all the classics I grew up on, Flavor in Your Ear remix, Biggie Ho, create all that. And he said Papa and Puff and all that. It's crazy, you see what's going on. It's really a hit for hip hop. I ain't gonna hold you. Especially somebody from my era, The new cats might not really, it's a lot of fact, cause, shout out to Sosa, but Chief Keef had big goals and Dirk and stuff like that. I'm talking about I grew up way back when bumping hip hop like that, so Off was on the Rushmore, King of the remixes and stuff like that. So this hit death, I ain't gonna hold you, but just the ways of the game, it's just like the Pac song. It's how the cards is dealt, it's how the cards is played. You know what I'm saying? A lot of classics though, Benjamin's, all that, Brought the world some of the best talents and, music history, stuff like that, but they saying every dog has its day on NFL. And where I'm from, in the New York streets, they get around. For real. See Lanski though. See Lanski Network. Out there. Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. It's C. Lanski. Welcome back to the C. Lanski Network. Oh, I'm just gonna get into, the year 2024. In my opinion, it's one of the best years in hip hop history. Definitely one of the best years since the early 2010s. So, there's been a lot of monumental things that went on this year, but, definitely we gonna a little bit of that Kendrick and Drake battle. I ain't picking no sides or nothing like that. I'm the GOAT, when they ask me, but I'm retired from that. I'm just a YouTube, but when I can do a track with both of them, though, you know what I'm saying? But and Not Like Us was crazy. The Family Matters, but a joint with like did the pop smooth voice. That's a lot of people don't agree with it. Or Peter Pac, Machiavelli the Dawn. That joint was fire when I first heard it. I was like, I don't know how he gonna come back. Kendrick came back with a vengeance. That's all I'm gonna say. Drake had, a couple joints in the beginning, type things like that, but gotta beat the grabs and all that drop. I ain't gonna hold you. I knew it was quiet, respectfully. A battle, definitely viral. I still say my favorite battle was Nas and Hov, or MC Shannon, KRS-One, but that's because my hip hop knowledge spans beyond the modern era. This was more like media driven and more comedic goals, what I'm saying. I'm hearing about a season of sis. I rap, MCs don't exist. Let me chill, I'm retired, but the C. Lanski Network, I'm out of here. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. It's C. Lanski. Welcome back to the C. Lanski Network. So, basically, I'm getting into that toe type of vibes with the topics. Cause, me being a hip hop spokesman, even with the pen and the mic, I always got a lot to say. My knowledge is, top tier when it comes to, the hip hop history and all that. A lot of these new rappers don't know. So, I think it's time to take them to the school and score them. Most definitely cooking up a lot of new stuff, that's going to stay involved. I'm trying to decide when that's coming to light. But in the meanwhile, I got a lot of my favorite hip hop moments, even this year. The Drake and Kendrick battle, and that alone, one of them hip hop, landmark moments, and it meant to that, I dropped my song, Welcome to the Plethora, like in the big three, they can't see me, but we ain't gonna get into that right now, but it's C. Lanski, yeah. Yeah, most definitely. C. Lanski, back to the C. Lanski Network show, whatever you wanna call it. Yeah, so back to my top 10 MCs of all time. I call these MCs because these is rappers that got, flow, lyricism, punchlines, things of that nature. Something a lot of these modern rappers don't got. I'm just giving it Yeah, most definitely. So let's get into the list, quick, fast. Like I said before, we got Nas at number 1, Big L at number 2, Tupac at number 3, Lil Wayne at number 4, the Notorious B.I.G. at number 5. Then, we gonna start off 6 to 10. In the middle, a little Italy, got it, I'm for the Bronx. Big Pun, most definitely. Then we got Hov. A to the OZ. I use the Blue Snowflakes by I just dropped my new album on Rock Nation, right? And we got Everly, Kim Lady, like that Kim lady, crazy rock drama. Get your style from if you drop the double album, admit it. Why you in the open? Let me chill, I'm trying to get YouTube.
you know, get this out there. You know what I'm trying to say, though. Shout out to Eminem. I know definitely all the lyrics. 8 Mile is definitely one of the movies that influenced me. To this day, songs like "Lose Yourself in the Music," moving, never let it go. You only got one shot, and not a chance. Bro, opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Classic. TP though, TP. Who we got next? Snoop, that first Snoop album, historical, the whole story behind that, him being on the Chronic with Drake, that's monumental right there. Then of course we got 50, Richard Died Trying, that's a historical album, a classic, like I always say, '03 when 50 came out, that's what inspired me to really, start cooking up. Around that same time I got into my first battle, So most definitely, that's the top 10 list right there. The Ghost. Yeah, the C. Lanski, Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, most definitely. It's C. Lanski, season 2 of the C. Lanski podcast, So the hottest the best rap out loud, but I'm retired for now. Just made the announcement, I'm a YouTuber podcaster type time, I would just drop vids, or, my perspective and things of that nature, I got a freestyle in the talk, but, tired, so, I might just stay in the vault, I keep that frozen just in case, I might have to unfreeze it one of these days. I'ma chill out for now, So, whole lot of topics coming, I just dropped the vid, my top 5 favorite rappers, I also got the whole 1 to 10 list, the whole type of timing with that, so, that's gonna come soon. So stay in tune for that, C. Lanski, I'm back in full effect. 2424. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. C. Lanski. So, I'm gonna give my thoughts on, that new rapper. What's his name? Tommy Richmond. I want to hold that, the song. One of the summer anthems, the $1 Million Baby joint. He ain't really jacking hip hop. Really in a scary place right now. I think goals, I think good, but you gotta think about it. Who really lit? Who really winning? The big three, right? J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick, everybody else, they getting in where they fit in type vibes. Most definitely. He seen what happened with Post Malone, He dropped that White Iverson. He went to the movies and took off. Now look at Post, out the Post, he goaded, But, I just dropped my 100 best rappers list. I ain't even put Post in there. I would have put Post in there, but Post ain't really tracking hip hop neither. He a pop country rapper type of thing. Country stars, So I guess he trying to follow the same wave, the same path, Drop that tune, go mainstream, go through, some different type of music or something like that. Can't knock his hustle or nothing like that. But the tune he definitely blew up off of is, hip hop. I'm saying that a lot of, rappers, even done who did the Tipsy joint, he flipped the J. Quan joint from back in the day. He jacking, he a country rapper or artist or something like that. Nobody not really jacking hip hop. I feel like you gotta really be an MC. A lot of people scared, They see what's going on with Daddy, they think hip hop. Nobody to fall in the shambles. C. Lanski here to really say today, I'ma save hip hop. Just give my opinion stuff. Let me know what y'all think in the comments though. Yeah. Most definitely. C. Lanski here to really say today, I'ma say hip hop. I'm just a YouTuber for now, though. Just giving my opinions, though. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, though. Yeah. Most definitely. I just seen like that Toby, Diddy indictment documentary. Yo, nasty work. I ain't gonna hold you innocent to proven guilty. I'm in the streets. I really don't know nothing, see nothing. I ain't jacking no foolish or something like that. I'm just saying he did that documentary quick, fast. He just got booked like 2 weeks ago. His lawyer is a comedian. Remind me of Seinfeld sidekick with the glasses from back in the days. If you know anything about that show, if you know, you know. Let's see Lanski though. Yeah, most definitely, it's the bad man, see Lanski. Yeah. So, I'm from the Bronx, so I might just, talk about this real quick, shout out to Ice Spice and things of that nature, She real nice, she calm. Shout out to her. With the music though, let's get into that. A lot of people, a lot of media platforms, the streets, I got my hands to the streets. Like, a lot of people jacking her career done, or they ain't rocking around no more. They ain't feeling her. Like, they saying, you thought I was feeling her? The album came out, they ain't really jacking it. I heard it. Keep it 100 though. I heard better, but ain't no knock. She come from the same treacherous streets that I came from, so, I love to see it, the success, most definitely, was like Craig Mack said, you won't be around next year, but raps too severe, good the mad flavor, yeah. Will she be around next year or the year after? I don't know, musically, let's see what she got. She probably got a masterpiece or classic in the vault, and we don't know about it. She might be hip hop, secret rapping, the best kept secret, we ain't got our eyes open. When we see her, we got our eyes open, but we got our eyes open. Let's see Lanski. Yeah, most definitely. The bad man, see Lanski. I'm retired. I'm just a YouTuber now. Respectfully. So I'ma get into our last episode of Power. I was a full-fledged fan with that show. Wow, they finally got that lady up out of there. And in the midst of that, daughter got some action too. Nasty work, though. I thought they was gonna take Tariq by his girl. The end, he went out like the top dog, I thought somebody was gonna run down him through him like they did Nino Brown in the end of New Jack City. I'm just keeping an on though, but hey, look, it might be another spin-off or another season or something. R.P. the Monet, nasty work. Definitely a golden show. But let me know what y'all think. Let's see Lanski. The bad man, see Lanski. I'ma keep it 100 and tell you like this. In my opinion, Drake almost won that battle. Almost. Until Meet the Grams dropped. First and foremost, once that drop, I compare it to when Nas dropped his verse on Live at the Barbecue. The hunger was prevalent, But once Drake dropped that setups, that was calm, that shook the game. But my favorite joints, was the Buried Alive joint, and most definitely, a lot of people ain't jacking it, but that joint where he pretended he was Pac and Snoop, I was like, yo, ain't no way he coming back. Once that Meet the Grams drop, and then I like us, it was a quiet storm like Sade said. See Lanski though. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. It's the Batman C. Lanski. I did my top 50 list and my top 100 list. I'm doing my favorite albums by my top 10 MCs. So this one is, of course, Illmatic, the best rap album of all time. Classic songs like New York State of Mind. Rappers a monkey flipping with the funky rhythm I be kicking. Musician, flipping composition. The pain, limelight, Scarface sniffing. Holding the M6 with the pen, I'm insane. Give me a mic and I defeat foes. Y'all know the stilo with the without the airplay. I keep some E and J sitting bent up in the stairway. Yeah, that album classic. I know I could quote every line, So many classic bars, It's like vividly, depicting of New York streets, you wouldn't understand if you ain't come from it, you know what I mean? Even if you came as like a civilian, probably go to the nice parts of the towns. You really gotta be in them trendy parts and see what's going on, you know? The city never sleeps, full of villains. That's why I used to go my hustle, had to hustle with. I'm an addict for sneakers, 20s of Buddha and with Viva. And I ain't reading this off of paper neither, The album's embedded in my brain. I got so many rhymes, I don't think I'm too insane. Life is parallel to hell, but I must maintain and be prosperous like hostages. It's only right that I was born to use mics, and that I write is even tougher than I'm taking rappers to a new plateau through rap slow, surviving hell without a castle. Smooth criminal on beat breaks. Never put me in your East takes. City never sleeps. You know what I mean? So classic, you know what I mean? Never sleep, They get mad real. The city never sleeps, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing equivalent to that New York State of Mind. The second track, Life's Up. Destined to be the one to make it for my peeps that never made it. What he said, that AZ versus historical, that kick started his whole career. I woke up early on my born day. It's an S and a blessing, the adolescence, leave my body now pressing. I bucked the border, could have struck the classic, you know. Historical, real jazzy joint. And you got the third track, whose world is this? I sip the Dawn P, watching Gandhi till I'm charged. Writing in my book of rhymes, all the words past the margin. Hold the mic up, throbbing mechanical movements. Move with the thief thing. Play me a night, they won't act right. A feeling hit hot, it got me stuck like a mind activation. React like I'm facing times like Pappy Mason with hands I'm embracing now. Classic, you know. So my man Ill Will, God bless your life. And classic, I'm out for presidents to represent me. Say what? Mad quotable bars like word life. Track 4, halftime. Before I take out my, then I start the matter of fact, I be on the hunt. You never catch me in the streets without a ton of. That's like Malcolm X catching the jungle fever. Being poetic. That's another classic. We got Memory Lane. Mind you, I ain't reading on paper for this one. I know the whole album. I rap for listeners and prisoners, and I be dissing the unofficial, the old. I dropped out of Coolie High, gassed up by Coolie 5, Jungle Survivor, was the lava. Battery in my back, a difference for men and jobs. A sentence begins and then. Oh, that's a classic, man. And you got the next joint, One Love, One Love. Sometimes I sit back with a, mind, thinking how I could live through the facts, patient, etc. A school, the lies make me vex her. And we got one time for your mom, one time. One time for your mom, one time. That was born out my way out my mom's throat. And we got, represent. Around the way, Shantae, this the real Roxanne. I used to wake up every morning to see my crew on the block. Represent. classic, whole album historical. Then mic in contact that I attract clientele. The mic text, life for death, breathing a sniper's breath. I exhale the yellow, who writes the steps deep like the Buddha monk. Sing your trunk, turn the bass up. Not stories by Aesop. Place your loot up, parties are ooed up. Drop a jewel well, inhale from full wealth. Feel like bro, it ain't hard to tell. I kick a skill like Shaquille holds the pill. Vocabulary spills, I'm ill. Plasmatic, freak beat, slamming like iron sheet. Jam like a with correct tech. Rhythmatic explosion is what your frame of mind is chosen. I leave your brain stimulated. Rappers is frozen. Speak with criminal slang. Begin like a violin. And like Leviathan is deep. Well, let me try again. Wisdom be leaking out. Should be locked in a cell where it ain't hard to tell. Illmatic. Best rap album of all time. Besides my albums. I'm just a rapper turned YouTuber. Yeah, most definitely. Peace to Nas. Hip hop. Yeah, most definitely. It's the Bob Lanski. Yeah, so we get into my favorite rap albums by my top 10 MCs and things of that nature. So number two, we got Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous by Big L R P. Classic joints like Street Struck, put 'em on. I eat mics like cornbread. You can't kill me, I was born dead. If rap was a game, I'd be MVP, the most valuable forward on the MIC. Battles I lose none, I lead crews. Got 10 fingers, but only use. I run up like Machine Gun Kelly with a black skelly, leap on you and take your. I'm the neighborhood vampire. Mess around and find my flow boxes in your mother's. Like, Dunn was ahead of his time, word bond. If you ain't got no ends, you won't be getting no. I pull quick, I'm fed up with that bull. Cause I'ma have your family dressed in all black. Mad quotable classics on there, the graveyard, Hove even on there. Like early performances. We talking before reasonable doubt, like Word Born. Tap into that album. It's underrated. And it's definitely on my list, mad gem stars in there, Just check it out. I'm a hip hop historian, so if I tell it, you better believe it. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. It's the bad man, Steve Lanski. Back with a review, giving y'all one of my favorite albums, my top 10 MCs. So, number three, I'm gonna go with All Eyes on Me. My ambition as a rider. Classic, California Love on there. Out on bail, first out of jail, California screaming. Since I step on the screen, I'm hearing screaming. Classic, the real bishop, the only bishop. Dog life. Yeah. Two of America's most wanted. And get a crib like Bugsy Siegel. I'm living legal. Definitely a classic album. As of late, my favorite joint, been that Can't See Me with George Clinton. You know why? Cause you can't see me. Oh, definitely, that's a classic, whole album classic. Got big gem stars on there. Shorty wanna be a thug. 16? 16? Like, whole album, Pac came out on his back, How do you want it on there? The posse cut, got my mind right. Method Man, Redman on there, Corrupt. Dad's on there, the whole dog pound on there. How do you want it on there? Casey in charge of Offbeat and Nate Dogg got Nate Dogg on there. Bare classic albums on there, Offbeat as well, see on there singing, classic melodies, It's a classic album, for sure. Pac racked him over, he was in his prime, really in his bag, that's the type of work that I come with, that's the type of work that I like to come with. I don't like to just, play around and either I'm all in or I ain't in at all, Or Peter Machiavelli the Dawn, C. Lanski. Who is this for? Who is this for? Yeah, that's C. Lanski, back with my, top 10 MC's favorite album list, That intro was off of the Millie video, so you should already know. thoughts in your mind. It's common sense that I'm talking about that C3, that Carter 3P, Mr. Carter, Millie, bad classics on there. We talking about summer '08, last day of school, I went straight to, Walmart to go pick that up. It was the clean version, but the album leaked, so I already knew it, but I had to support it, which is why, a lot of people went to go support that album. It sold 1 million in the first week, Let the Beat Build, Tie My Hands, Mrs. Officer, the lead single. We ain't even gonna get into that. R.P. the Static Major, though. It's a historical body of work, and, as far as MCs, and my, coming to ages, that was like the best prime I seen. It was really top tier type of bars, type of time he was on. And like when I heard the Drought 3 and all the Wayne bars, I was like, yeah, I gotta, strive to be the best. I always strive to be the best. But, that's when I really wanted to be on that time. And I'm a retired MC now, but I retired on the top of the game, on my game. So I'm just a YouTuber now, but shout out to Wayne. And when albums like the Carter 3 inspired me to get my pen skills up for sure, which is why Wayne is the number 4 on the list. And, Carter 3 is one of the best albums of all time. You already know the vibes though. See Lanski, yeah, most definitely. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazines, Salt and Pepper and Heavy up in the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic Molly Ball. Used to take drop to the Jam Rocks, sipping on private stock, way back. You know what I mean? Chill, silence, my top 10 MCs, best album, favorite album list. Now that was the bars from Josie right there. Only time I say another MC bars when I'm singing a song. I ain't like none of these other rappers though. Like copycats even try to steal my style. It's ironic, much respect to Big, but like Ghostface on the Sharks interlude, and nowadays, Big was original, but now MCs really biting people's styles, trying to copy paste. Same thing happened to Lanski, same thing happened to me, I retired, but back to ready to die though. I don't wanna no more. Knocking on my door, living every day like another day, another struggle. Seeing at the and Mayor Giuliani ain't trying to see another turn to John Gotti. Probably older now. Like album is classic. It's the one that's with you, see your picture, now they wanna and come and get you. Bet you won't slip. I got the and it's loaded in the so I could put it in the bag with all the touch my chest to feel my what I'm gonna hit you with. That I bring stains and remains jacket shoulda pack it and extra and so I could read and yeah. I mess around and get hardcore, see through your door, no wall, feel the rush, scan the lush, the more dangerous. Don't care about you or your crew or what you gonna do when come for you. I'm not running. Watch my hold on, I hear somebody coming. Whole album is classic. Whole album is classic. They hop on there. Cause I'll see some ladies tonight that should be having one. And it's crazy, the 30-year anniversary just passed with an album, it's historical. Ironically, all this is going on involving Puff and things of that nature, cause he was really, the Barry Gordy, the Quincy Jones behind that album, taking Big, who's, a raw MC, who's ill no matter what, found a diamond in the rush, and shined it for the whole world to see, so it's crazy, I don't want to get what's going on with him misconstrued with the music. The music is still historical. Big ain't got nothing to do with that, as far as we can move. So, he's definitely a legend, ready to die, Back in the days, you remember? Now they, right, classic. Give me the loop. Oh, album classic, the what with Redman. I used to think now I put your styles played out like Kwame in them polka dots. Tell God to throw down ice for the nice MC. Unbelievable whole albums classic. Like grew up on it, you know. It was a time, the list changed over the years. It was a time Wayne was my favorite rapper. Time Nas was my favorite. Nas was covering #1 at the list. know, the list shuffled, but Big was definitely #1 for many years. It's all synonymous. All the goals is just numbers. As long as you made the list, a lot of rappers think they nice. They ain't make that list, and they ain't gonna never make that list. Let's say Lanski. Yeah, most definitely. It's a war, Joe. How you wanna blow this spot? I know. Why you eating spaghetti? So we crack more shoot. In the middle, a little Italy, little Italy, little man couldn't do diddly. Yeah, let's see Lanski. Yeah, most definitely. BX Fanta, we get into that. My favorite rapper list, from the GOATs, from my top 10 MCs list, that was bars from the Punisher, Hard 8, he had a historical run back in the 90s, back in the late 90s, mid 90s type vibes, I'm a bubblehead, never listen to nothing that these rappers say. Yeah, there are classics on there, beware, can't do lyrically, literally, hypothetically, realistically, be the epitome and catch a rat. Like, whole album classic. I came up with Nori, super lyrical, Black Thought on there. The whole album classic, Boy, I don't wanna be a player no more. I ain't a player, I just, like, hood anthem. You talking about you going to Bodega, or cop your quarter water, quarter juice back in the day. Most definitely bound to hear that tune thinking out the speaker. The good old times, I mean, these are days, most definitely, because, I'm living like a big dog still. We talking about musically, back when a lot of the vets was here, and Pun definitely one of them ones. And, Big Pun, my favorite rapper to ever come from the Bronx. If you haven't, check out that Capital Punishment. It's a classic album. See Lanski. With a real Slim Shady, please stand up. Please stand up. I am whatever you say I am. Cause if it wasn't, why would I say I am? And every day I am. I don't know the way I am. Out my window, I'm leaving. Not so bad. That album classic. Dear Stan. You talking about that Marshall Madness album, C. Lanski, back with my favorite rap album, my top 10 MCs, and as you can tell, the Marshall Madness LP by Eminem is definitely in there. I could have went with the Slim Shady LP, but I ain't want to be too cliche. A lot of people be picking that. That's ill though, you know. The Marshall Madness joint was more personal, it was ill, I mean, definitely a classic. He came back to back classics, really three though. Cause the Infinite, that's my joint, A lot of people don't even know about that. That was where lyricism, but as far as the MC and artists we know today, that was Marshall Madness LP and a Slim Shady LP, There are classics on there. There are legendary features on there. I can't really quote too much lyrics, cause I gotta get paid by the tool. But if you know, you know. Shout to Marshall though. Shout to Shady, shout to Aftermath, Let's say Lanski. Yeah, most definitely. But so much drama in it, it's kinda hard being. But somehow, some way, keep coming up with funky hits like every single day, man. I kick a little something, cause every single day I keep him try to steal my flow with Julio, put me on game as soon as I step through this door. We talking about that doggy style classic album by Snoop. You know, I feel like how Snoop felt in the beginning of the album when Warren G was talking to him, the Superfly sample type vibe. Give all this up. Wow, everything is you bugging? Like, nah, I'll be back in a jiffy, I'm just a YouTuber for now. But we talking about that doggy style album, it dropped a couple months after I was born back in 9 Trey. Classic features from Lady of Rage, Nate Dogg, Warren G, RBX, produced by Dr. Dre, one of the pillar albums, not just from the West Coast, but hip hop general, and definitely the Dog Pound on that DG, it's a dog eat dog world, Without milk and the blue notes, you never go platinum. Without me, a lot of them never go platinum. Yeah, the album classic, Peace to Slick Rick, he flipped a lottie dottie on it. It's a classic, He paid homage, the whole album classic. Tap in, if you know, you know. If you don't know about this album, you ain't really knowing nothing about hip hop, though. It's C. Lanski. Yeah, most definitely. Clickety clank, clickety clank. The money goes into my piggy bank when I get at you. Yeah, in my hood. Like, you talking about that massacre by 50, Curtis Jackson, a historical body of work. A lot of people jack that, give us a die trying. I jack that too, but I really had that massacre on a blast, same year that, the late registration by Kanye dropped. And, them two albums, was pivotal in my years, my coming in years as an MC. I'm 2 years in the game, I was doing it for the boom, but, really deciding, like, yo, this is what I'm gonna do, like I'm 11, 12 bumping this, Same year he dropped the Give Us a Die Trying movie and soundtrack, whole album was classic, Disco Inferno, Baltimore joint, the whole album is like, L, the Gatman and the Robin joint. Hated to Love It remix was on there. And then, he had like the other version where it was like a video for every joint on the album. God gave me style, God gave me grace, God put the smile up on my face. Me, like, the first two albums and the movie soundtrack was 50's Prom, Then you had the video game the same year. That was one of the best runs for sure. So, let's give us a Die Trying soundtrack, the video game, and the massacre in the same year, That's a historical run. And the Jill and clothing going crazy, I think around the same time you had the vitamin water, That's just legendary '05 type of timing, Same time, Jeezy came out and everybody had the snowman shirts, I was really outside them. It's Lance. Yeah, most definitely. It's the Batman C. Lanski. I'm about to get into, my favorite album, a Tropical Quest, favorite songs, things of that nature. Left my wallet in El Segundo. Left my wallet in El Segundo. Left my wallet in El Segundo. I need an apple bomb. You gotta put me on, but I need an apple bomb. What's it? And yeah, to show you where I'm coming from. I'm vexed. I'm human. I had it up to here. My niggas human. I was zooming it. Yeah. And for I get that taco where we come from. The lyrics to go. Lyrics to go. Lyrics to go. So, my favorite, 5 albums in order, I'm gonna go with Midnight Orders first and foremost, came out 93, the year I was born, golden, I'm gonna go with the low end theory, classic, bad classics on this scenario, Who Got the Jazz, the whole album, masterpiece, then I'm gonna go with the first album, I explain historical too, people's events, travel, the album. You know, that album title, you could get it misconstrued, but you can't get the music misconstrued. It's a little bit of rhymes with filled with hidden jewels, you know, so that's number 11 on my list, say Lanski. Yeah. I grew up on the crime side, the New York Times side. Staying alive was no child, had second hand. Moms bounced on old man. Then we moved to Charlotte Land. The young youth rocking the go-to. Oh, only way I was getting to New York with ooh. And then started like this one, rolling with this one and that one, pulling out for fun. Yeah, so number 12 on the list, you know, the Wall, you know, like Drake said in 2013, Wu-Tang Forever, Wu-Tang Forever. You know, some of my favorite albums by the Wall. You know, definitely Into the 36 Chambers, you know. Carry on, so simple then. Oh. You know, classic album, you know. That song really, you know, started, you know, the Ghost and Wraith, you know, feature, you know, collaboration type of dynamic, you know, and they follow that up, you know, Heaven and Hell, you know, back in like 9-4, right before, you know, only Cuban Links came out, you know, the purple tape, you know, ODB, RP, the old Dirt McGirt, you know, Shame on You, when you step to the old dirty for the Zoo classic album, The Return of the 36 Chambers, you know. Definitely a classic album, you know. You know, the Liquid Sports joint, historical lyricism with the 9 big gem stars. Tadao, you know, Meth's first album, classic. You know, everybody really, you know, put on, you know. Even Shaheem the Rugged Child, even though ain't really saying he official member, he definitely a part of that, you know, on and on. That's a classic joint. Came out the same day as Illmatic. I'm dropping how scientists type of, you know, gym stars better be a real historian and even know them type of things, you know. That classic by the Click, you know, Iron Man, you know. All I got is you. Mary on there, you know, I'm still coping, you know, with the loss of Mary character on Power, bear with me. But Daytona 500 on there, you know, that album, classic, you know. They made mad classical joints, even the joint from Don't Be a Menace soundtrack, you know, that was ill, you know, classic. Capadonna had bad gem stars on there. Used to, you know, Jizza, Reza, all of them, you know. Say Lanski. Yeah. Tell you something right now about hip hop, about Melanie, Scott Rock, Pen, Pencil, a marker, whatever it is, the average New York. Seems be talking and talking. Black people were walking. I don't walk this way to portray those types of today, like all my brothers eat chicken. Yeah, that's my philosophy, you know, by KRS-One, you know, BDP, RP, the Scholar Rock. So, you know, that was like one of the first duo groups to really come with, you know, the conscious wave, really the first, you know, after, you know, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 dropped the message and things of that nature. You know, prior to that, they dropped, you know, the first gangster rap album, Criminal Minded. Had mad classics on there. You know, the bridge is over, South Bronx, South Bronx, South Bronx. You know, mad classics. It's free, but the cost money. Oh yeah. Yeah, classics on there, you know. Landmark album, you know. They golded, you know, even the second album and so on and so forth, you know. Even when, you know, KRS-One went solo and did his own thing, you know, the Return of Boom Bap, a classic album too, you know. And the other, you know, Boogie Down production albums got classics on there, you know. Love's gonna get you. It's gonna get you, you know, man, ill, you know. If you young and you from like the new generation, you know, and you ain't hear that album, tap into that. That's the foundation. That album inspired a lot of groups. NWA was inspired by that album. Even Ranch said it. They also got, you know, them sampled on that album as well, straight out of Compton. They sampled them on Hands Ringing Off the Friday soundtrack. And other rappers who was inspired and sampled them over the years, even on the Chronic. Years later, Logic, when he dropped his album, his debut with Def Jam, he sampled KRS-One on Gang Related. So I borrow thorough, That's the foundation, one of the foundations, from the borough, I'm talking about that BRO and X, the borough that started hip hop, birthplace, the home place of it. Piece to, booking out production. Thinking of a master plan, cause ain't nothing but inside my hands, so my pocket for the money I spent. Still coming up with Lent. I'm basically taking y'all to the C. Lanski School of Hip Hop. That's another classic, Paid in Full by Eric B. and Rakim, Dropped 87, changed hip hop forever. Without that album, hip hop would have never became what it became, It paved the way for the future rappers, like Nas with that Illmatic, Hove with that Reasonable Doubt, Big with that Ready to Die, and so on and so forth, Every rhyme after that had to be structured and, on point definitely, They got mad classic albums and, mad songs on that first album. I ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Video classic, got Flavor Flav in there, You just feel like it's the genesis of hip hop when you hear that and, you see that vid, Eric B for president, whole album classic, They done got more classic albums and classic songs, Follow the Leader, Microphone Fiend, The Ghetto, Nobody Smiling, The Ghetto, and then, Sweat the Technique, or The Ledge, off that Juice soundtrack and their final album, They definitely legends. Tap in if you ain't knowing about that. Hell with gas straws, my disaster cause. Bad snitches, all up in the business. Peter Dome, that one was like crazy, it was shocking, when I found that out, it's like, Dome really mysterious, to the point where it's still surreal, but Peter Dome for sure, Operation Dome's Day classic, Red and Gold joint classic, Gas straws, the finest. They rapping back and forth with Dunn, go with the flow, I remember many winter, evenings and mornings just trooping out in them New York streets, bumping that, I been through a lot of, winter days and nights, Album classic, he got a whole catalog, man. Mad Felony, whole catalog, even the joints where, Bishop the Road, them joints was, Gem Stars, Yeah, man, classics, man. So, Peter Dome. Friday the 13th, I'ma play Jason. Yeah, next on the list we got, Daddy Kane, with the Wrath of the King. Ain't no half stepping. He got mad classics as far as competition. I feel like he was I can most definitely double one competition. Not to say nobody else was in competition, but lyrically it was toe to toe, He had the punchlines, dances, the energy, all type of that vibes, Smooth operator. Sound so smooth, Yeah, classics, Those Crow, definitely had mad classics, He wrote some classics as well. Peter Bismarck Key, the Papers, Nobody beats the best, The album was classic, So definitely gotta be on our list. A lot of classic albums before, Big or Big L, even before Hove, lyricist in question, know, Kane, I can't KRS1LL, Just going out to the game. I better know y'all homework, especially if y'all want to be an MC like me. I'm just so tired. Now, see Lanski, I'm about it here. Yeah, most definitely.
Ride slow, homie. You never know, homie. You need to pump your brakes and drive slow, homie. Major.
Yeah, we talking about Kanye, Kanye, a legend, I really grew up on, bumping his music, And as far as, musicians, definitely on the list that I list too, my top musician list that'll be coming soon, so stay tuned for that. So, College Dropout got classics like Jesus walks with me. What the Midwest is, young and reckless. Right, your necklace, all fall down. Had new daughter Alexis had hair so it looked like weave. And you cut it all off, now it look like Eve. There was some things that you can't believe. Email with retail. Album classic, last call, I did a freestyle to that right after, I dropped the announcement that I was, with Rock Nation and things like that. So, I dropped the freestyle to the last call instrumental, it's classic. J. Cole did that as well. I'm just following on with tradition. I'm retired for now. Back to the classics, that second album, Late Registration, it's historical, Diamonds Forever on there, Rap music with Game. That's classic, real revolutionary. Gold Digger. She takes my money and I'm in need. I'm coming on there. Coming again. Touch the Sky on there. That's the first time I heard Lupe Fiasco. Before Kick Push. I just another hit. Barry Bonds. Out of here.
I'm the king of rock. There's no higher. All I'm and say is call me sire. I won't stop rocking till I retire. Yeah, see landscape, Back with another vid. We're gonna get into a vid real quick, fast, Run DMC, the king of rock, walk this way, bad classic, Down with the king, you wanna be down with the king. Christmas time and Hollis Queens. Mama's eating college games. Big classic. They had RPG and say if you know, you know. The new generation need to just tap in, It's a classic, classic catalog and body of work, That, Run DMC had along with JMJ scratching on the, the records and things of that nature. Masters of ceremony type vibes, Whose house? Ron's house. And Ron's house was a classic show too, I used to watch that heavily back when MTV was, MTV, they had a lot of joints on there. Beavis and Butthead, a lot of joints probably big back when I was a youngster, my teen years. But as far as the music goes, they historical, That was like the new school era hip hop, after, the beginning of Four Fathers, They definitely changed the game. And they definitely pioneers. Yeah, most definitely. See, let's get my public enemy number one. One. No lights in the nights. The 11 bass has, Remember I tell y'all in that last video I'm against that story when I met Flavor Flav, stay tuned, that's gonna be a song separate, that one is a movie right there, but definitely the Fear of the Black Planet, take 1,000,000 to hold us back, and Terminator X, cause 911 is a joke, all them joints is classic for sure. Public Enemy, generation got tapped into that, Shout out to the Bomb Squad, they definitely had, a helping hand in, Ice Cube first solo album, America's Most Wanted, you know, bad classics they have, they had a historical run, definitely paved the way for conscious rapping, my community, most definitely, yeah. Yeah, most definitely. It's T Lanski back with another vid. So, I'm gonna just get into a quick story time real quick. Back in my beginning stages, starting to, rap, probably around the same time I had my first rap battle or whatever. I was a kid, like 9, 10 years, definitely 9, I'm on a grand concourse with Pop Dokes and all that. So, we run into Flavor Flav. So I'm a youngster, I'm not even knowing. That's why you gotta be up on your jewels, big gym stars and giving. So, I dapped them up. Pops dapped them up, they knew what each other and all that, for the streets and all that. Flavor was fresh out of, one of his bedrooms. So he was like, yeah, what's up, G? What's up, G? I'm like, yo, what's up, what's up? He's like, you don't know who I am? I'm young, I'm like, yo, nah. Like, Flavor Flav from Public Enemy. Like, what? He's like, yo, you wanna see me on TV? I'm just a kid. I'm like, alright, copy. 2 weeks later, he on Chappelle Live. Next thing you know, he with Bridget Nelson. Next thing you know, he doing Flavor of Love. All that in spent like 6 months, And in the midst of that, I did my homework. This is back in the days when you had to really go get the CDs or see it on TV. So, of course I knew it, Fight the Power, and, all they songs really just studied them more. Like, oh, that's him right there. Bad legends, That goes to show you never know who's who when you out there. You gotta really know your homework, keep your eyes open, school to the game, definitely school to the game. That's a classic, legacy, that he came from, Piece of Flavor, piece of P, see Lanski, I'm up out of here, that was quick story time, yeah, most definitely. Just another day living in the hood. Just another day around the way. Feeling good today. That's a classic, It's the Queen Latifah. UNITY. One of my favorite hip hop songs of all time, Off of one of my favorite hip hop albums of all time, The Black Rain. And then All Hell the Queen, a classic too, I had it up to here on repeat as we speak, So if you ain't hear that, tap into that. She got big classics, One of my hidden jewels, one of my favorite hidden songs is, Can't Forget About New Jersey with Biz Markie on the sample RP him. That's from the New Jersey Drive soundtrack. Got no cash on for know what New Jersey Drive is. I ain't talking about the drive to the state, I'm talking about the movie. But if you know, tap in. See Lanski, I'm out of here. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. The C Lanski Network, live from the headquarters. Yeah. So we gonna get into, Ice Spice and all that, and where she went wrong in her, album process and all that, things of that nature. Battle with her and Lotto, that was calm in the top of 2-4, on the top of this year, had a lot of eyes watching and things of that nature, but once Comfort Kenny and that boy Dreddy started that battle, it was quiet, everything started, getting rocky, like, the boy that sing peso. Cause baby, on a hey, I think she went wrong. She should have did a Sexy Red collab, back when they both were scorching hot. But then again, Lotto had a song with Sexy Red and Young Nudie, so she probably felt like Sexy was picking sides. I feel like that was good for competition and things of that nature. Being that, a lot went on, I feel like maybe, Sexy Red and, Nicki probably locked in too, cause, Nicki was on that Pound Town remix and things of that type of, nature. Summer releases be the wave and everybody wanna lock down the summer, but y'all, she should have dropped probably the top of the year, early March the latest, cause, once that battle kicked off with, Drake and, Kenny, everything was quiet. Even Cole had the, like Fat Joe said on the New York song, even Cole was forced to lean back. So you gotta think. I ain't saying it's fast food rap or nothing. I say it's like a drive-through. Like, Kendrick and Drake cooking up Benihana's, and she dropped that joint. Everybody started fronting, but it's the same type of tone we was bumping for the last 2 years. Actually, we was popping. I'm just seeing everybody with a million on their feet. So my she fell off. By the way, my mind's up. I need 3 million. I feel like they trying to treat her like one of the meme rappers and do her off like they did Mario Zula or something. Trying to end her career in a jiffy. But if y'all really tired of her, why the only lyrical rappers is the big 3 that's shining, Most of the rappers that shining can't rap for nothing, respectfully. I just felt like, yeah, the album probably made or whatever, I skimmed through it, I was doing a morning clean. I heard a couple words, I definitely seen the video of her though. That was A1 sauce. Most definitely, but I feel like they just want to see her downfall, things like that. It's crazy though, but like the sun in the evening, what comes up must go down. That's what they jacking, Lance, see Lanski, you want to see her win. I came from the same Bronx streets, and ain't no joke when you got a pocket full of land, all you go for is a small fry. I always had to get mine with the ketchup and barbecue to this day, even with big rat cans, if you ask me. Let's get into some of the tracks though. The last joint she did, I don't remember the name, but the last bass she did after the Travis Scott one. It kind of remind people ain't really paying homage. Shout out to Young and May. That's really like a Young and May flow. Like she tried to like pull a Young and May, She switched other flows, try to show versatility, but she should have had more joints like that did it first with Central C. That beat tough, that joint with, from time to time I got the video on repeat. Definitely that. It's Travis Scott joint. Shout out to Travis, I definitely tuned into the video. She was doing her thing in the video. The Gunna joint, ain't jacking that one. But I don't know. I don't know who else was on the album. Was Lil Baby on the album? I don't remember who was on the album or what it sounded like. The Fart joint, yeah. Should have dropped the album around there, respectfully. Things of that nature. I don't really remember nothing else. My thoughts is really tainted. I remember what she looked like, though. Respectfully, shout out to her. He can embrace, slow money is better than no money, like they said on the Unreasonable Doubt album. I just dropped my drink with Rock Nation too, happened to that, but I'm a retired musician. Never know, she might come with the biggest song of all time in the near future. Just gotta stay tuned though. What time it is with me. Yeah, most definitely. See Lanski. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. See Lanski. Back with a new episode. So, I'm gonna get into, topic real fast, as far as that upcoming, Kendrick performance at the Super Bowl in 2025 and 2525. So basically, I don't know if y'all got y'all hip hop knowledge, something like that. But me being a hip hop historian and knowing, things from the past, present, even the future, Hove tied into that. You gotta think Hove had the, battle with Mobb Deep and Nas and all that. The infamous Summer Jam screen, how you could do it even major than that, the Super Bowl, and Drizzy was talking out of pocket, him and Post, but it was stacking, it was the biggest of the biggest. the big dogs in the game type of vibes, over and, he tapped in every now and then, him and Drake threw gym stars at each other as far as bars and all that. But yeah, him and Wayne bars at each other. So, Kendrick about to pull a Super Bowl, type of summer jam screen in the middle of the winter, The nasty work, I ain't gonna hold you. A lot of people want to debate on me about if, Drake would have won, could have won, maybe, he was trying to double up when he dropped that Buried Alive and the other joint, he thought he had a lot in the chamber, he froze up like Jack Frost once that Meet the Grams and that other joint that had the summer on lock, bro. Things like that, we've seen things like that before. That's super ugly for the game. I ain't gonna hold you though. Dr. Rock Nation, you know how I'm coming. Yeah, most definitely. I'm just saying. And that drop, if the band and all that played it, I don't know. Being at the summer over and all that, breaking drop one of them anthems, bounce back like he did with the Pusha battle. Just don't know, I just don't know. I don't know, because I still might want to do a Drake feature if I come back in the game. I'm gonna keep it 100. The way you come back, I produce instrumentals and things like that. I ain't saying I could ghostwrite, but I could ghostwrite. My name is Casper Lanski. It might help you come back in the game, I come correct. I mean, this ain't nothing. You think the regular battle. I ain't saying push a regular, because what happened to that boy. He was talking. If you know, but Kendrick got hits and he got, all type of joints. Pusher ain't really focused on the hits, really straight, the pureness of hip hop, just rapping, things like that. But Kendrick really studied the game and took it to a different level. This a different type of monster you trying to compete with. So, I don't know, stay tuned for that Super Bowl. Make sure y'all got y'all hoagies and y'all bogeys and things of that nature. There's a lot of smoke in the air. Yeah, most definitely. Stay Lanski out of here. Yeah, most definitely. See, Lanski, so, back with another video, just talking about, I would just ended and things like that. So what's the next joint for the series? What's the next spinoff and all that? Is Tariq going to Chicago, go spin on Tommy, or they going to, lock in and take over the drill scene with Dirt? Dirt popped out the cut and started letting it up, I don't even think he was acting in that, no pun intended. It was crazy, it might be an ill, Raising Canaan gonna hold us over for the winter. Meanwhile, bundle up, get your ACGs if you win with snow weather, if you're not, go watch it somewhere on the beach. But that's a crazy show. That was historical. I ain't gonna hold you, I had to run it back again. It's only right, But see, Lanski, yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. See, Lanski, yeah. So, we gonna get into that, that Big Sean album. I think, it came and went. Respectfully, in my opinion. Game really, ain't got respect for gang, It's messed up, coming up in my late teen years and all that. Thumb was really one of the nicest in the game, but ever since that Kendrick, do what he did on Control, and he, do what he was supposed to do. The people ain't showing respect. He supposed to force his way into, the conversation of being in a big three and all that. Those balls at everybody, you can't be humble in this rap game. The closed mouth ain't gonna get fired, But, he should have came with more dishes and all that, He came with personal news and, real life music that, no hip hop heads like me gonna appreciate, mess with that one joint. I joint tough, real soulful. But nowadays, they don't want that. I bring more rap, more stats. Let me see, I forgot about it. Even with a, Eminem, so we got bit by a spider. It was a goat. The joint with Eminem and Baby on that joint tough. Herb on.
You know, even with 2 Lyrical Lemonade video, you know, that and his solo bit, you know, people still slap Ryan in the interview with Charlamagne. People still slap, you know why? Because, you know, Drake even, you know, that people jacking he lost. He ain't crying in the public. He stood up like a stomper, you know? And that is truth be told. Big Sean probably really went through something behind the scenes, you know? And nowadays, ain't no love, ain't no remorse. If you, either you on that or you queen on that. No. It's a lot of hyenas and wolf spirit type of vibes, you know? That's just how it goes, you know? He should have really came at Kendrick all the way from Humble, because forget about that other song, Humble, about him, you know? They down. That's his, you know, that's his flow and lingo. You know, Kendrick been playing with these rappers like rag dogs. Even though Drake probably lost, you gotta respect that he even battled them. A lot of these rappers apologize. I don't even respect that. L after L, I have to laugh. I look like James Todd Smith autograph. Yeah, most definitely. See, Lanski. So today we gonna get into, you know, the topic on if Cole redeemed himself, or, you know, he really gotta go to war still with one of these rappers. So he dropped a couple of features, you know, played the collard greens with Daylight. That joint is tough, you know. I just did a freestyle and dropped one of the best verses of the millennium, you know. I'm a retired rapper though, just a media personality, but tap into that. I repeat, when I play the collard greens freestyle out now, tap in. But, you know, to me, that's like, you know, one of his best verses ever. Celebrated out in the streets of days for not for week. Absolutely. You know, the beat on there is like Knife Wonder meets Griselda, you know. Either way, Kanye pioneered that style. Even though, you know, shout out to P-Rock and RZA, they birthed that style. I don't care what nobody say, he just recorded that verse. So if you got some heat like that in the stats, wow, hold that in the vault, especially with the battle of people playing with your name. You know, but that's, you know, point one where, you know, he might come back. You know, point two, you know, the T Grizzly collab, you know, who hot, who not, you know, the May sample, you know. We know that's recent, you know, seeing what happened to Paul. That's point two, but I feel like he got to battle Drake or Kendrick to, you know, get his title back. You talking his best rapper alive stuff, ain't no apologies when it's war. But it's C. Lanski, I'm out.